You gave them Eggles?
Oh, are you? Oh. Yes, I gave them Eggles this morning, and they loved those. So like, I'll pick them up and just like fling them, and like one of them went in my boot.
Oh no! She microwaves 2 eggs and gives them to the chickens. But I wanted to show the harvest that we just did. We have all these potatoes.
Oh yeah.
Check out.
These are all the potatoes from like 1/3 of one row.
Yep. We're gonna have a lot of potatoes. We still have to weigh them, so we'll post that later. But and we have a bunch of beans and then some dill because we're gonna have some
potatoes.
We're gonna have some potatoes for dinner with some chicken, and not our chickens, but with some chicken. And we'll put the dill onto the potatoes. It's really adds like a really good flavor to it.
Yeah.
But hey everyone, I guess this is our official first video of the year. It's been a while, so figured we'd what day even is it? It is Saturday, June the 15th, and we've just finished up doing a bunch of work out here today, so give you a little taste of what's going on. Oh, hello.
I was not just snacking on a pea or bean.
So we're in plot 2 here. We've done a lot so far this year. It's like booming, as you could see. There's a lot going on. So why don't you walk us through? We've got 6 rows here. Why don't you walk us through the first one that you're in there?
Sure. So this is all interplanted with alyssum. There's carrots, leeks. And then further down there's onions and beets, golden beets, and then down on the end there's more onions and more carrots.
So basically, like in the center, you've got the carrots in the middle, then the beets in the middle, and then the carrots. But then on the 2 sides of that, you've got like leeks or onions with like alyssums, and so a bunch of different things that on the outside have a lot of different smells that are really strong to a lot of the pests and insects, and then that helps protect and barrier the root crop in the middle so that they're able to actually do what they need to do.
Yep.
So then what about in this row, because we just did a lot of work here?
Yeah,
we'll
we just
show that in a bit.
Out, like I had potatoes all in the middle of here, and then there's beans along the sides, and then like some cosmos here, some marigolds, and then some dill right there.
You can see the dill is already shooting up. It's gone to seed, but it's been bolting because it's been hot.
And then beyond there's beans all the way down the rows, like on the outsides, and then in the middle, in the second third,
yeah,
is ginger, and then there's galangal, and then there's a little tower of sugar snap peas.
Oh yeah, sugar snap peas. Yep.
With nasturtiums.
Nasturtiums. Some of these.
And then down the end, yeah, there's some more dill down there. And then down the end we have our one broad bean plant.
Let's take a look. Let's go down there. So we're gonna walk down the middle of the garlic rows. They're getting there. They're almost ready to harvest. But we picked a lot of the scapes. As you can see, there's some scapes here that are coming up again. Some that were a little late. But yeah, this other row we've got basil interplanted with alyssum, and then there's peppers all throughout.
Yeah.
So that one, all of the alyssum like just came out like crazy. The peppers take a little bit more to germinate and grow, so they're slowly getting there. And you can see the basil's getting pretty big too. It's probably going to bolt soon as well. We got more cosmos, And then we had a bunch of radish here. Those went really late. You know, they started to split. And then you planted more.
I put carrots here.
Carrots, okay.
And then these are leeks and onions. And then more cosmos.
Yep. I have strawberry bare root plants that I do not think survived. It's been a little over just about 3 weeks now, and there's no growth, so they weren't set up and ready, and they were in the fridge for about a week. Yeah, so I don't think those are going to do anything. That's sad. But yeah, we got a whole nother row of what, like fingerling potatoes, I think.
There's like pink potatoes, there's fingerlings, and something else I can't remember. But yeah, this whole row is potatoes, and then there's beans interplanted along the edges, but you can't see them right now because
these potatoes like went up like
wild.
crazy. Yeah, and then so down here at the end, you can see we've got these are more cosmos, right?
Yeah, these
cosmos,
are more cosmos
with some broad beans, snap peas,
and regular beans, red beans, black beans, some more dill.
Yep. You see it bolting there.
Tons and tons
over here, it's bolting. But it's been really well. Like we had a bunch of aphids we saw that were on these broad beans, and then as all the flowers started to grow up around them, boom, they were gone.
Yeah, they were gone.
Like they've just, you know, we didn't do anything.
Yep.
And they've just taken care of themselves. So I mean, it's definitely working, having a lot of like the flowers around everything. And then we've seen a lot of what are the flies that we
hoverflies.
The hoverflies. And those are like a beneficial insect, right?
Yeah, and I've seen a lot of like ladybug larvae today, which is great. Well, you know,
yeah, hopefully have like a lot of ladybugs, like, you know, naturally coming up, because we really didn't put any out here ourselves.
No, we didn't. We put them in the hoop and in the grow room.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah, we didn't actually put any out here ourselves.
None out here. And I did notice today when I was picking the broad beans, there was a
little ladybug on there.
On there.
Okay. Well, we'll take a look at the hoops in just a minute, but like in all of these Floraflex grow bags, they're filled with cocoa. We've got a bunch of flowers and stuff in there. Those are actually going to go in the middle of all of the hoops and all the buckets, so that we actually have some flowers to kind of act as that insect repellent for all the peppers and cucumbers and tomatoes and all the other stuff we've got going on in there. So yeah, let's walk through hoop 1, because we planted hoop 2, or plot 1. We planted plot 2 first early in the year, so that we had a really early start on like the root veg that we can store for you know, several weeks to months. So first off, like in the grow room, we had some super hot peppers and some other peppers that we transplanted. So you can see here, this is a Carolina Reaper, and it's got a couple peppers that the pods are starting to ripen, but there's a bunch of other pods here too. So we haven't tasted one of those quite yet, but there's a lot of fruit on here. Again, like interplanting a bunch of flowers all around. We got what, marigolds and nasturtiums, cosmos,
basil. I mean, there's you know, volunteer tomatoes as well, but
yeah, this Trinidad scorpion, I think, or the ghost pepper, I think it was a ghost, it didn't make it.
Yeah.
But we got the Trinidad scorpion here that came back. Drew loves that one. More cosmos. They're really just engulfing this little bell pepper plant down here. It's got some fruit on it. And then another this is a habanero. It's doing okay. It's got a little bit of fruit on it, but again, it's just kind of like just covered by the cosmos. And then what was this one again?
It's amaranth.
The amaranth, yeah, we gotta pull that.
Just using it as a trap crop right now, but gonna pull it.
Yep, more cosmos, marigolds, some other peppers. There's like bells in here. And then these last 4, these are the paper lanterns that we transplanted from being inside of the grow room, and then they're starting to actually do really well. We had one last year up on the patio in Lancey. It did like extremely well just in soil. So we're gonna, hopefully these ones will grow like really well. They a little bit slower, but they give a lot of fruit. So
yeah, we did like 3 batches of hot sauce off of one plant last year.
Yep. All right, so I think this first row here, well, we've got a bunch of pepper plants. You can see all the marigolds right in the center. And what we got? Basil?
Basil, nasturtiums, again some volunteer tomatoes, but and then onions all along the one side.
Okay.
So they're all kind of growing up together, and hopefully, like, by the time things start to really start coming up, we'll have the marigolds flowering. So they bring
the
that
peppers
scent.
are just now like starting to come up. They're maybe like an inch to 2 inches tall.
Yeah.
So yeah, we've got plenty of time. And this third row here.
This row is this was the last that I planted. It's tomatoes, also with marigolds, and then there are some
volunteer tomatoes that are popping up all over through the middle.
Yeah, and then again another row of onions.
So we transplant. We had 6 of these tomato plants up in the grow room. There were 3 of them that were the purple Cherokee, that big slicer tomatoes, and then 3 of them that were the sun gold little cherry tomatoes. You can see that 3 of them, like in the middle, those didn't survive the transplant. Now I'll show a picture. These were massive in the grow room, so they were just decimated when we moved them out here. So I'm not surprised that some of them did not come back, but I'm really happy. Like, this purple Cherokee actually has some fruit on it. Yeah, so that's super cool. Yeah, and there's some flowers and everything that are coming. It's great. And then yeah, so now on this 5th row, we've got a lot of volunteer tomatoes. But what was this one again? This flower?
Borage.
Borage?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's kind of like comfrey.
And then you've got fennel.
Yeah, fennel. There's some celery. Again, more marigolds. Volunteer tomatoes. Trap cop amaranth.
Volunteer amaranth.
It's yeah, volunteer trap crop. You know, gonna go. But it's been keeping the bugs away from everything else, basically. So
yeah,
I'm
just leave it for now.
I'm kind of apt to leave it.
I'm excited. I'm waiting for these. You can see the sunflowers. They're getting there. They're starting to like head up a little bit. So we've got a cluster of sunflowers on the end, and then we have a bunch of corn all throughout this row. I think it's like from 3 different suppliers, but it's all like sugar. It's like a sweet corn, right? It's all sweet corn.
It's all sweet corn, but it was like every packet that I had left over.
Yeah, we were just using the rest that we had.
Just used the rest of it. And then like this big large crop is all Johnny's.
Yeah, I mean, so basically all the good stuff that's right, like at the section that everything's coming up all the same, that was all Johnny's, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it's interesting.
And then there's peas and beans in there. On the other side of them, there's
there's some squash. You can kind of see like the big leaf up there. But we've got like 3 squash, zucchini,
volunteer tomatoes.
Yeah, a bunch of volunteer tomatoes, but
some more nasturtiums. And then these are cotton.
Oh, cotton.
Oh, there's tobacco. This is all tobacco.
Tobacco hasn't come up yet, right?
Hasn't come up yet.
Okay, we'll take a look at it in the hoops in a second.
But this is all cotton interplanted with nasturtiums. It's just coming up.
Okay, cool. Well, why don't we head into hoop 1 and let's take a look to see what's going on. All right, hoop 1. First off, this is my throne. Yeah, no, I redid the reservoir top so that I have these nice little doors here, and then I have some foam board to insulate, try to keep the reservoirs cool so that they're not getting super hot. But yeah, we have a mix of stuff in the NFT. We had a bunch of stuff that we started, it was over the winter that we had over here. We had some cabbage,
cabbage,
we had
kale.
kale. Yeah, that was it. Red Russian kale.
Red Russian
Yeah,
kale.
man, that was good.
I can't believe Shane ate kale.
It tasted like lettuce. Like it really was super good.
Red Russian kale.
But yeah, let's see what you have. What's going on back there?
So there's some flowers here. I can't remember what they are.
Okay, so some flowers.
Zinnias. There's some cotton back there that's doing way better in the NFT than it is in the soil.
So that's the cotton right there. And then next to it on the left.
So that's all tobacco.
This is all tobacco.
Yeah. So like tobacco and cotton in the NFT is doing so much better than it is in the soil.
Really well. Yep.
Like these leaves are ready to harvest.
We got,
and then we've got
lettuce.
some lettuce of various types, all Celanova. And then we've got some arugula, some mustard greens. This is rice that I'm trying out just as an experiment. I don't know
It's more
what's
like
gonna
an
happen.
algae farm.
You know, it's a thing.
Then you got what, fennel here?
Fennel and celery.
Fennel and celery.
I'm kind of trying out, but it seems like the ants love farming aphids on the celery.
Yeah, we gotta try some different tactics to get rid of the ants.
But
and then yeah, let's look at the buckets. So same layout. We've got here we've got 9 buckets in 3 rows. So I have some more of the Floraflex tops to go on these, but let's go over there and take a look. So these were some transplants of jalapenos. You'll see basically I'm putting a T in here from the feeder line, and then I have these clips so that I can basically distribute the water a little bit better, and then this top here helps distribute the water all throughout the block. Been working really well so far. So I've got like all the tops on some of these. I just didn't have enough of the clips, so we just got those in yesterday, so I've got to come out here and finish getting those on. But yeah, the peppers are doing really well. You can see some nice jalapenos on there. It's a small plant, but it's, you know, got 3 fruit on that one, so those are doing really well. And yeah, you can see basically I built up the top of the reservoir, so I had more room that I could insulate to try to keep it from getting too hot. When the water gets too hot, that's going to lead to issues with the roots and the plants, so I'm trying to keep the reservoir water cold. And into hoop 2, you can see we've got that completely cropulated. So we've got, again, just a mix. Most of these are peppers, but up here we've got a mix of a couple different varieties of tomatoes, some big beef, I think purple Cherokee, the sun gold cherry tomatoes. On this other row over here we've got, I think, 2 different varieties of cucumbers. So I think they're both like some longer, like slicing cucumbers, right?
Yeah, there's a general slicing cucumber and a straight 8.
Okay. And yeah, everything in here is doing really well. We've got a couple more, you know, peppers. And here's like a good mix of like banana peppers, bell peppers. I can't even remember what other types of peppers we ended up putting in here, but is a big Thai hybrid from Burpee.
Yeah, there's like the flavor burst, sweet peppers.
Yeah, it's just a good a good variety of different peppers in here.
Yeah, I think we have the blazing banana in here too somewhere.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Blazing banana, so good.
Yeah, the blazing banana was from Burpee as well, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it, like last year I had a lot of trouble finding it, but like I had a pack stashed somewhere. So we were able to plant it again, but I don't know. I'm gonna have to save the seeds this year.
Yep, definitely. And then again, like I built up the top on the reservoir over here so that I could try to keep it a little bit cooler and insulate that. So far so good. And it makes it easier to fill too. I don't have to like slide the whole top off. But yeah, I think that's it. there's definitely like a lot of stuff that we've got planned. We'll show in some other videos coming up soon, because we definitely have like a bunch. Oh well, you want to go look at the chickens?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go look at the chickens. Hi, baby. What are you doing?
I'm
This is your
ready.
internet debut. What are you doing?
He's like, I've been on Twitch for weeks.
Oh, that's right. You've been on Twitch. Hi, Barney. Yep. She's not happy. She's locked into the what's going to be the commercial kitchen, but she's quarantined. Stay with her kittens. But yeah, so I built this chicken coop. We've got some compost bins out here now, and we've got 7 barred rock chickens we got from a hatchery, and yeah, they're about 3 months now. They're doing pretty good. The plans for the chicken coop are from Third Coast Craftsman, and I mean, it came out amazing. So those plans were really worth it. I would go check it out if you haven't been to his site. But hi there. How you doing? They're starting to migrate towards the inside. Once it starts getting dark out, they start to go in the coop, and then the auto door closes. Ends up right now ends up being about 9 o'clock or so that it closes. But
They're usually up in there
oh yeah,
well before they.
yeah, they don't like being out whenever it's a little bit darker. So yeah, but they're doing pretty good. Got a couple more months till they start laying. Hopefully we have more hens than secret roosters.
Secret roosters.
We'll find out. You see, there's someone in there. It's hard to see through you can kind of see them through there, but
Yep.
yeah, they come over and start just looking.
They're like, when do we get a Twitch?
Mm-hmm. You want your own live stream?
Yeah.
We're gonna be friends.
But all right, it's probably good for now. Yeah, we'll cover. We've got definitely a lot going on, and I don't even know what else at the moment. Just trying to keep up, and yeah, prepping for new plots and a lot of different stuff. So we'll stop it there. It's been it's a long video, but hopefully hopefully you enjoy the walkthrough and catching up on like all the things that we had not been showing early on, because we've been so busy, I haven't been able to do a video. So all right, with that,
Cheers.
cheers. Talk to y'all later.